It's the CG and Dada show with me, Dada. And who are you?
Me.
Who's me? Are you CG?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you know what you're here to talk about today?
I don't know.
Audible.com.
Disney?
Mm-hmm. Do you know what Audible.com is?
Yeah.
What is it?
.com.
It is a .com, you're right. What happens is you get a book.
Book?
And it's, here, sit still. You get a book, and then you listen to it on your iPod.
Yeah.
Do you like to do that?
Yes.
If you could listen to an Audible book on your iPod, what would you listen to? What would you want to hear about? Snakes?
Yeah.
Okay. They have books about snakes. What's your favorite thing to eat? I know, that's you eating.
Ravioli?
Ravioli?
Yeah.
Do you want to read a book about ravioli?
Yes.
And how to make it?
Yeah.
And how to eat it?
Yeah.
Okay, I think you could probably find one of them. So, what you do, Seiji, is you go to audiblepodcast.com/TESD.
Yeah.
And that's Tell 'em Steve Dave.
Yeah.
And then what happens is you're going to get a free book.
Fruits back?
It's going to be free. And it could be about snakes, or it could be about ravioli. It could be about whatever you want. And for 2 weeks, you're going to get a free membership. Plus, are you ready? Are you ready to hear this? Plus, you're going to get a free podcast from Tell 'em Steve Dave. If you go to tesdcares@yahoo.com and send your, what's that called? The proof of purchase. Send that, and then you'll get that free podcast. And if you haven't gotten it yet, it's coming. I have a whole bunch more to send out, so be patient. All right, you've already been patient. Be more patient, I guess is what I'm saying. And that is that. What else do you need to know? Aside from audiblepodcast.com/TESD. For a free book, 2 free weeks, free podcast, free snakes, free ravioli. What's your favorite thing to drink?
Purple juice?
Purple juice?
Yeah.
Purple drank?
Yeah.
Syrup? All right, I gotta sign off. We gotta talk about this. I had no idea this was going on. I'm the only druggie in this family. All right, so say bye-bye to everybody.
Bye-bye.
Seiji, don't bug me. I'm trying to sing a song. Hulu Plus, I love you, Hulu Plus. You're my best friend, Hulu Plus. Shush! I'm trying to sing my song. Hulu Plus, I love you, Hulu Plus. You want me to tell you a little something about Hulu Plus?
Yes.
Hulu Plus lets you watch thousands of hit shows anytime, anywhere. Stream it on your TV or your smartphone. Do you have a smartphone?
Yeah.
You lie, girl! You lie!
What kind of cool TV shows can you watch, Dada?
Oh, you want to know? Do you really want to know?
I
I
watched that.
You can watch Vampire Diaries. You can watch Grey's Anatomy, Gossip Girl, Bones, The Game, New Girl, Modern Family, The Office,
Modern
Glee,
Family?
Parks and Rec, Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. Listen, all those shows you can watch. It's only $7.99 a month. And that's for all the shows and movies you can watch. You can catch up on current shows. Binge on an old favorite. You want to binge?
Yeah.
You can do it all at Hulu Plus.
I was surprised.
And if you go to Hulu Plus, for a couple weeks, you can get it for free. If you go to huluplus.com/TESD. Oh, thanks for that kiss on the cheek. You want one back?
I'm back.
Kisses all around.
Thanks, AG.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start the cookie.
Dada is a Google head.
If you guys are cuckoo heads.
He got us back. He turned it around on us.
If you go to huluplus.com, all right, listen to me now. huluplus.com/TESD. All right, Goku Head, listen up. Try and talk about Hulu Plus. You get an extended free trial, and that they know that you know that you're a friend, so they're going to give you an extended free trial for $7.99, and you can watch as many shows as you want. Right?
For how long?
So long.
2 weeks.
Ooh, we could watch a lot of shows in 2 weeks.
All right. Yeah, I love it.
All right, I'm going to go sign up to Hulu Plus right now. While I'm doing that, how about you girls sing a song? All right? 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3.
Hulu Plus, Hulu Plus. Yeah. Mean Dada.
Yeah, Dada.
Seiji, before we go watch Hulu Plus, I got a joke for you. You ready? The bee went pee-pee on a slide. Do you have a joke for me?
I'm a Dada.
Dada's a Goku head? How about this is a joke? You're getting beaten up. Ooh, hey, I'll fight you little midget. All right, let's go watch Hulu Plus instead.
Yeah.
Okay, Hulu Plus.
Hulu Plus.
Are you alright? You don't.
I'm dying. I'm dying.
You don't look
I'm
too
dying. Is this the real truth? I'm dying.
You're dying.
Someone cared about it making sense
I
and
guess.
failed.
But we-
This is when you like you're looking around at other people to just be like,
Right.
are we all having the same experience?
It worked.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tell 'em Steve Dave, which is actually it is an episode of the What Say You Pod, starring my friends and yours, Sal Volcano and Brian Quinn. So we didn't get to record an episode this week, as you know. We don't want you walking away totally empty-handed. So here's a little something for you. And with any luck, it's going to explode. Walter and I will become producers. We'll be, we'll be Dr. Dre. Those two can be Eminem. Or, actually more likely, Sal would be Eazy-E. Yeah, what's up? You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, kick back, relax, listen to this episode of the What Say You Pod from the brilliant comic minds of BQ and Sal Volcano of True TVs and Practical Jokers. All right. We will see you with regularly scheduled programming this Thursday on Tell 'em Steve Dave.
You want to bring us in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Ready?
Hmm?
Well, hello everyone. Wow. This is Sal Volcano.
Wow, that's.
You asked me to bring us in.
I did. I didn't realize. Okay.
Well, this is a new venture, so I'm just very
You're
enthused.
trying a new.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, it is Sal.
All right. This is Brian Quinn.
And you are listening to the What Say You podcast.
What say?
Right?
I love it.
Isn't that what you're listening to?
I think they are listening to the What Say You podcast.
What say you, listener?
What say you, Sal?
That's right.
Right.
Which we've discussed. Let's talk about really quickly the origin of What Say You, which is there is really not too much.
No.
I think we wrote it as a joke.
No. The real origin?
What's the real origin? The real origin is just
Some girl with a great ass walked by.
I thought you meant the origin of the actual
No.
actual saying.
Yeah, the actual saying.
No, but you mean between us.
Well, that's between us.
No, but What Say You is
I think it's just a term, just an English term.
an English term, and I thought you meant you wanted to go back to the roots of that.
No, I just meant
Between us.
Between us.
Oh, I thought it was written as a joke, but you're right. It was written as a joke because
of
a girl with
a great ass
Right.
walked by.
right. And I said,
Oh, we were in an airport.
okay.
Right. And you were like, well, what say you? And it killed.
Yeah.
It killed us.
It killed the whole audience that was there.
It killed the two of us.
Yeah.
We died laughing.
And then we started saying, what say you to everything?
To everything. And then I did it in an episode of the show. I wrote it into the show for you, like to make you laugh.
Right. And did we do it or no?
We did. I sang the What Say You song, remember? It was a Broadway play, and I was like, yeah, it's Hugh Jackman.
Oh, did that air?
I don't think it aired. I don't think it aired yet. It'll probably air.
Maybe it'll air, maybe it won't.
Sure. But anyway.
If it doesn't, we'll get it in somewhere.
What have you?
But anyway, What Say You is
Right.
a great way to begin speaking about anything.
Well, we've been trying to do a podcast together for a long time.
Years.
Years.
Yeah. It was originally going to be called Versus. Right?
Yes, and we recorded an episode. That's
Yes.
right.
Maybe we'll release that.
Yeah, that's not bad.
We're already releasing bonus hidden gems.
And so we were like, well, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Yeah, well, we live close to each other.
Right, on Staten Island.
And we were around each other a lot.
Yes.
Just wasting time.
Right.
So we figure we can kind of do this thing where we could talk about anything and everything and have all sorts of fun and have guests on.
Guests.
And it's going to be just like a different type of thing.
Right.
And we can talk about anything.
Anything.
So here we are.
We built it like, what say you, Sal? Like, I'll bring a topic.
Right.
And be like, what say you? And then we'll get into it.
And we'll just get into it. We'll mix it up.
Mix it up.
And, nothing's off limits here. I just had a kale juice.
Right.
So there you go.
I just had an eggplant parm, so right away we're tearing it up. And we have email already set up.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
What say you podcast at gmail.com. And we have a Twitter set up already, which is what say you pod at what say you pod. And we what say you, listeners?
That's right.
Right?
Yeah, just send us in whatever you want to talk about.
Right.
Whatever topics, whatever you feel. Boobs. Male and female
Right.
boobs.
Male boobs, female boobs.
We want just as many male boobs.
I'll tell you what we're looking, because right now, the logo that I have up on our Gmail account.
Oh, there's a logo?
No, it's a question mark. It's a question mark.
Okay.
But I was like, someone surely out there
Yes.
can come up with a good logo.
There's so many talented people
Yes.
that we've come across. We've seen so much great artwork. Everything from like animation to drawing to illustrations to sketches to everything, right?
Right.
Claymation, who knows?
Everything. So we're looking for a kick-ass logo.
We're opening up already doing two things.
Right.
We are pleading. It might not sound like it.
No, we're getting business out of the way.
We're getting business out of the way.
Right.
We are deferring. We're bringing in the audience already.
Yes.
We're reeling them in. We already want this to be a homegrown thing.
Right.
We want them to be part of the show, and we are also we're trying to brand right off the bat. This is 101.
Well, we're taking ourselves seriously.
Yes.
This isn't a fucking joke.
No.
And we want to, so we want everybody on board as quickly as possible. So a nice logo. What say you podcast with Sal and Q, or Q and Sal, whoever you like better. Just put it on there first. We'll see what comes out on top. And
this has been brought to you by Doritos.
right, we already have a sponsor, Doritos.
No, well, but if anyone that works there or knows them, just like again, we're not. Again, this is all on the up and up. We're not really. I jest when I say that we're pleading for anything. If you want to send us gifts, we have Amazon wish list set up.
And what, so we're excited. I'm excited because, I do a lot of, as you know, I do a lot of podcasts.
That's right.
I'm like Wolverine.
I enjoy it. We've done, you do a Space Monkeys podcast,
Yes.
and I've done that with you, and we've even done that on the road, and that's a lot of fun. And this is basically going to be that, but not that, because this is going to be our own kind of like,
Yes.
We're going to go off on a tangent here. You'll see.
Well, you'll hear.
You'll hear.
Right.
Yeah.
You'll hear.
And I enjoy doing Tell 'em Steve Dave too. And we enjoy doing the Tenderloins podcast.
Right.
And so here, that's all birds from that. If we're having so much fun doing all those other things, why not have more fun?
Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Well, I was listening to Matt Myra's podcast and Scott Mosier's Two Eyes and Beard. And I don't want to get too self-referential here, but, I know them. They're both friends, and I listen to them. It's weird because, like, even though I do Tell 'em Steve Dave on a weekly basis and love it, I still listen to my friends talking, and I got jealous. I was like, I want to sit there and talk to my friends, which is odd because I already do it.
Right.
And that, it's just, I just want to keep you. I think podcasting is my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
I'm very well poised for it to be mine.
Yeah, it's great.
I just don't do it enough.
You're gonna.
I was always fascinated with the whole idea that people care.
Yeah, you've gotten past that.
Yeah. I mean, when there's something to talk about.
Right.
But when I feel that there's not, I'm always just like, eh. But I can listen to Stern for like 8 hours straight, no matter what he says. Yeah.
Talk about nothing.
Yeah, but I think he most certainly earned that. I probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
I probably couldn't turn on the radio or a podcast and listen to two people that I don't know talk about nothing. unless they do it in a, I don't know.
I don't know.
You know, I really don't know. This is, I mean, right now I turned myself off.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's keep going. So,
Let's go. Let's get some opinions.
Right. So, what do you? I mean, did you bring a opening day topic?
Okay, I didn't do that.
You didn't do that.
No,
Okay.
but I promise the listeners,
Right.
I will be more prepared going forward. What happened was, what had happened was,
Right.
we have been trying to do this podcast.
So what say you, Sal? Excuses.
Okay.
So there you go.
Okay. Not an excuse,
Right.
but just we've been trying to do this for like the last week or 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Something kept coming up, and then you even made it so easy as to come to my home.
Right.
To do it. But and when you arrived, I was trying on jeans.
You were Levi's.
Yeah. I have no time. So now this is a new thing for me now. I order everything online.
From where?
Oh man, we're not, right? I've ordered from like 15 retailers online in the last like 2 weeks. I'm like, I can't believe this. You don't have to leave your house and it comes to you. And it's like, and when they arrive, it's like Christmas gifts.
Right.
It really is. Because you forget what box this is going to be when you order that much. Or even if you don't, you're like, you can't wait to open it up. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, all right, if you need to return it, you can return it to the store. So I can literally shop any store, anywhere. I don't have to go like, if one store is not near the other store, look, I'm saving time. I'm saving life.
Sure.
By shopping online.
It's just amazing that you've
I just figured this out.
I know.
I mean, people probably this is all blowing my mind, but people probably Christmas shop
That's
online.
all I do now.
That's all you do.
I'm so versed in it that I will get drunk and order shit. And then
You drunk online buy.
and then shit will just come to my house. And I'll be like,
You
oh my
forgot
God,
what you
I
ordered.
didn't even know that I ordered it.
Holy shit.
And I'll be like, wow, this is cool.
Oh, I was going to say, is it cool? Or are you like, I got to stop this?
Every once in a while, like I'll order a movie and I'll be like, why am I buying movies? But
Right,
like
yeah.
I just do it. But watches I've done. And it's nice. It's like someone's buying me presents and it's me.
That's right.
Yeah.
What is that noise?
You
This?
hear, like a rattling? Yeah, it's your shitty table, bro.
Is it? I got to tighten the screws?
Yeah.
All right, fuck it. All right. There's drunk dialing and drunk texting, and now there's drunk.
Yeah.
You're saying there's drunk shopping.
Yeah, I don't drunk dial or text. That I don't do.
Yeah.
Ever. Oh, that's not true. But
I drunk eat.
yeah, I do that too.
Bad.
Oh, yeah.
With no. If I'm really drunk, it's like I'm like
Right
a
out the
goldfish. No, but I'm like a goldfish. So I don't
forget?
even say let me stop. I'm like when I'm drunk and I'm like I'm hungry and I'm drunk.
Yeah.
My attitude is like a deep fuck it. Like
Right.
literally, like I'm like I don't fucking care about anything.
Willfully
Fuck this.
malicious.
Yes, like
Right.
fuck calories, fuck my health, fuck everybody. Who has something to say about it? Fuck them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like someone might be like, dude, you're gonna eat another bag. I'm like, fuck
you.
fuck everybody.
Right.
Talk to me about this.
Fuck
shit.
your mother.
Yeah.
You
I
fucking.
swear to God. And I don't get full. I just keep eating it, and then I feel horrible the next
Next day, I know.
Like because of what I ate, not because of who I cursed
The
out.
worst part of that for me is when I'm good all day and I keep it within a certain calorie range.
And then you just go off.
and
at
then
the
I
end.
just fucking blow it.
You
And
lose
I'm
it
like,
again.
oh.
There's something in the back of your head that's like, I got shit to spare because I did good all day.
Right, but you're drunk and not making good decisions. I'll eat my food. I'll eat that food. And then I'll order something else.
I'm sure like 10% of my body weight is directly related to what I've eaten drunk over my life.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus the drinks that you're drinking to get drunk.
Yeah.
You know, on Staten Island, there's a place called, it's an institution, at least on my part of the island. And you used to live there too, Go-Go Savaki.
Yeah, is it 24 hours?
24 hours.
It's a 24-hour Greek.
Greek and Indian like food. And they just
Right.
fucking deliver. And no matter what you order, it's there in 25 minutes.
Right.
Like,
It's not really good. They just fry everything, right?
they just have like a giant fryer. I'm like, I'll have a gyro. They toss it in the fucking fryer. They click it on. They deliver it to you. And it has, since I moved back to the other end of the island, I used to live outside of Go-Go's range, but I grew up within Go-Go's range.
Yeah.
I moved away about a year.
Oh,
and a
you're
half
back.
ago. I'm back, and now it's like it's just an ongoing battle not to order Go-Go's at 2 a.m.
There was a where were we one time? We were in New Orleans, I think, and we were starving. No,
Oh, you're going back
10 years ago.
Okay.
And I was amazed. We were in New Orleans. We were in like a Hilton, and the hotel didn't have room service.
Okay.
And it had no, it did have room service, but it closed. And there was no other deli, no other anything. There was nowhere to get food anywhere near. But we were staying like in the
On
heart.
the top of Bourbon Street. The
Yes.
hotel was to the up Bourbon Street and to the left.
And we
like
got
to the
home
left.
drunk, and I was like, "There's got to be a place to eat."
Are you talking about when you started eating people's food?
I did. Yes. So that's how drunk I was there.
Right.
Yes, I ate. So we walked back into the hotel,
Right.
and we couldn't find food anywhere. And I was like, "This is how it ends for me.
Right.
I'm gonna die in New Orleans in a hotel just of starvation."
Hungry.
Yeah. And
I
of
believe
course,
I have pictures of that.
I think I do too. You would have eaten it too if you could stand.
I could not stand.
Your face was in the fibers of the carpet. But someone had their tray outside their room, and I opened it, and it was, to be fair,
Right.
even though this is,
Let's see if I can find
why
it.
is that abhorrent? Like discarded food, even though it's not even like it's. They just didn't want it anymore. They
didn't wipe their ass with it and throw it on the plate.
No.
Right.
But there's just something about it, and there was half a quesadilla untouched on a plate underneath that, that serving, that thing that keeps it hot, the plate.
Yeah.
Cover.
The round silver plate
Yeah,
cover. Right.
and I ate it. And for me, that's a huge deal.
You wouldn't do that sober.
Drunk Sal is very different than
Right.
sober Sal.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
Well, because it's like, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Whose hands were on it?
Well,
did they sneeze while they were eating?
If it was something that was half eaten, or maybe even, there's even the possibility that this quesadilla wasn't touched. Because it comes like a pizza in a plate with like slices.
Right.
And there was a half moon of quesadilla. Like you pick up the slice you're eating when you're eating a quesadilla.
Right.
So, I had the wherewithal to realize that. I wouldn't have chomped into something that was bitten.
In the truth, if you take out just being gross and like what we consider to be gross, you probably could have eaten everything on that plate and been completely 100% fine.
Everything.
Everything.
Everyone could do that all the time.
Sure. We're just saying that because we're a civilized society and we don't want to eat off people's plates.
Yeah, well, we're in Impractical Jokers, we do this thing where we ate off people's plates. Where that stemmed from, besides just like always like, just being like it's a faux pas, but we were touring as the Tenderloins in 2003 as well. We went to San Francisco. We were at a diner.
I wasn't there for that.
You were not there for that. And there was a table of Asian people, maybe like 8. And it was like 1 a.m. It was after a show, and we were at a table right next to them. And it was a lot of them. And it was like 8 people, and they got up to leave. And I said to Gatto, I said, please, before they like actually take a step away from it, you knew they were leaving. They half the table was up. They were getting like their bag, dusting themselves off. Like the check was in the middle. It was done. So you knew they were leaving. I said, please, before they get any further, like just assume the role that you know they're leaving and you're just going to eat their food. Like, hey, you guys are done with this?
Right.
And he did it. He did it. He just walked over and just started eating off of all their plates. And they were like completely dumbfounded. And the place you were in, it was a diner, but it had an escalator to the top floor. And you could take the escalator down and still see like the floor. Right. And they were just lined up like 8 Asians on the escalator, like slowly descending. And their mouths were wide open. They couldn't take their eyes off.
Just watching them.
Yeah. Can I say something?
I think the point is,
what say you about discerning Asians?
What do you mean? What do you mean discerning Asians? They're discerning?
In no shape, I don't know why people get so offended if I don't know what type of Asian someone is. Like, for example, a Caucasian. I couldn't tell you what type of Caucasian they are. Like, I don't know if they're
Italian
versus, I don't know, Canadian, European. I don't know what they are.
You could tell an Italian girl. You could look at an Italian girl and be like, she's Italian.
Maybe, but she could be anything. She could be anything. And I would never get offended. If someone said to me, hey, you're German, I'd be like, no, I'm not. And I wouldn't be like, oh, fuck you.
Well, I think the problem is that like everything that we do, it's like we come from an area of having lived a life of being white, and it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, but is it because we're white? If someone's offended, if I can't discern what region they're from in Asia, like if someone was like a Mexican and they were like, "Oh, you must be Korean," and they're like, "No, I'm Japanese," they wouldn't be like, "But no problem." I just I think that, and by the way, also, people who do know, how do they know?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I guess it's. I mean, there's definitely. It's not
small traits that like.
Sure, I'm sure it's not even small. I think it's just
right.
traits that we don't notice because we're not. Like my sister-in-law is Japanese.
Right.
You can't get more Japanese from her.
Right.
She speaks with the accent. She's off the boat Japanese.
Yes.
And my brother could have told me she was Chinese, but I don't know. I don't know any Chinese people, so I couldn't distinguish.
Yeah.
Oh, I know Ming. I know Ming Chen.
Yeah.
I was on Comic Book Man.
No, I know plenty of Asian people, but I'm just saying I don't know. I wouldn't know how to tell. And here's something I'm going to do on this podcast. I don't know a lot of stuff.
That's right.
And I really don't. And I'm going to expose all that.
Okay.
I think I'm good with.
So you're going to expose your just general ignorance?
Yes. I think I'm good with behavioral things. Like I'm good with like interacting with people and reading people.
Sure.
And I'm like that. But like I really have a big lack of knowledge when it comes to geography.
You're horrible.
Politics.
Right.
History.
So wait, what are you good at?
Well, those things.
Okay.
I'm really good at like important stuff.
Right.
Like pop culture. No. But no, I really, and I'm not. There's no shame in that because at some point, everyone didn't know what they know, right? No matter what we know, we learned at some point. It's
never too late to start learning.
Sure, is what I'm saying.
Right.
All right, granted, some of these things I should know since I'm a little kid. But.
Right. Well, I mean, at what point in your life would you have been able to discern or have been taught the differences between China, you know what I mean, what visually... Why don't I go to the internet and just look it up? Like, why don't we get into this?
What if you literally typed in to Google, because it probably will come up, like people will probably answer, like, how do you tell, how can you discern the difference?
I mean,
type it right in.
I mean, all right. Well, yeah, there's definitely a lot of racist propaganda about it out there.
Well, if people are like, oh, you're Italian? Oh, let me guess what region of Italy you're from. Are you from Naples? Are you from Sicily?
Right.
Like, I wouldn't be like, this fucking guy. No. He just said I was from Naples when I'm clearly from Sicily. He doesn't know?
I just think it boils down to, I don't know, dude. I think that, like, if you're a minority and you're in a spot where it's not only are people like, you're a minority, so right away you're put in an odd position that you and I will never be in.
Right.
But then also, it's a joke. It's a form of a joke. Like, people make that joke a lot.
Right.
So it's just like, I think there's a lot of cultural sensitivity that goes into it.
Sure.
You're like, look, like, all right, so you're like, people don't know if I'm from Naples or I'm from fucking Rome or whatever. But people aren't like making eyes.
Right. These Naples people.
Yeah. Like they're not like. Yeah. So I just think that there's a whole thing that we are just as white.
But then you got a regular guy like me, because then if you look at it this way, that whole like sensitivity is also impeding people from
how.
Well, because then it's like a topic that can't be broached because I'm like, I don't want to offend anybody. But I can't, as a person who's seeking knowledge, I can't just be like, excuse me, how do I know what type of, where do you know, like, and, you know, how do I know, like, I always have to defer to just saying the Asian person.
Right.
And I feel like silly sometimes about that because it's like, that's like someone saying, look at this American. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I tell you what, the internet is not...
Like, you see that guy over there? Which guy? The guy from the United States. Like, no one says that.
No, they do go the American, though. Not visually.
Not here.
No, not here.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what? Why don't we put that out to...
How about this? Is there an Asian person?
Right.
Is there a Chinese person that has ever mistook another Chinese person or a Korean person or a Japanese person or any, you know, for... in the wrong way?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, right?
Do you remember that? This reminds you of that episode of The Office.
The Office, where he couldn't even tell their names apart.
Yeah. He marked her with a Sharpie.
I don't know. Have you ever hooked up with an Asian girl?
I don't know.
I haven't.
I don't think I have.
Yeah, that's sad. Isn't that sad?
Yeah, I don't know enough about them.
Well, they're people. I mean, look. Here's a little chart that someone made.
Is that?
That's a Chinese girl, a Japanese girl, and a Korean girl. All hot.
They're all beautiful. I couldn't tell you. I don't see any differences where you could distinguish that one's Chinese or one's Korean.
Yeah, but we're untrained. Like, we're untrained. But we want to be trained.
But show me, what is the difference?
I don't think I
They
can...
just all look like pretty Asian women.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, honestly, like where is... So that's why what I'm saying is, I've heard that that's offensive,
right?
If you don't know. But I just think that's so unfair.
Because it's not coming from a place of...
Right.
Hatred. It's just... You're not...
Oh, no, I hate Asians. I'm just saying... No.
Just be clear about that, right?
No, of course not. Yeah.
Like, it's just ignorance.
Right.
Which we're trying to correct.
Right.
So if anybody out there can guide us on this.
So what say you about ignorance and when it's not coming from a bad place?
Right.
Like, let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay. So ignorance in terms of just plain ignorance, not hateful ignorance.
Right.
Not like these people don't want to work.
Yeah.
They're all lazy.
It's important for the people that aren't ignorant to recognize when something... It's one thing to be ignorant but mean well, and other to be acting on ignorance, right?
Well, there's like my grandmother ignorant, who was like, you have a date a black girl, I'll kill you. Right. Like that sort of ignorance.
Right. That's not good ignorance.
That's not good ignorance, but it's also not like
it's like
that's not like let's get a rope and
she's grandfathered in.
Right.
She's grandmothered in.
She's grandmothered, but she's also been dead for 10 years, so she's not affecting anybody.
Right. It's so funny how that's also like slightly forgivable. It's just shrugged off.
I think when you're that old, you know what it is? Because society moves in these waves of like what's acceptable and what's not acceptable, and the old has to die out for the new to rise. So it's just like it's good that it gets to a point that you could look at it with a little bit of like affection, like, oh, these old coots, they're so charmingly racist, you know, because they're not like my grandmother, and I wager anybody listening to us grandmother, except for maybe down south, maybe was never like, I fucking listen. You ever date a black girl, I'll kill you. Also, I'll string them up in a tree. You know what I mean? And like, you know what I mean? Like, my grandmother never did that. My grandma was always just like, I'm Italian. I lived in Italy until I was like in my 30s.
I know what I know.
I know what I know. I know what's good. America as a whole is scary and new. So, you know, and when they moved to Brooklyn, they moved into these like enclaves of like Italians. Like, you would go on the block and nobody would even speak English. They'd all be speaking. They'd spend the day drinking wine and playing bocce and shit like that. So
yeah, you know what I've heard? Because I live in an Italian neighborhood before. This is funny too. This is like that acceptable ignorance. It's like even when like someone like an old world person like that can accept the fact that like let's say they have like an African American friend or like a Chinese friend like my grandpa, he fought in World War II, right? Mm-hmm. Like now my grandpa was Cuban, right? But he fought for America in World War II. Right. But they fought against like like quote unquote, or back then when they were like in Vietnam, right? Like someone from Vietnam will have a Vietnamese friend now or something like that, and be like, they'll have to say this. They'll be like, oh, it's a great guy, Vietnamese guy, but he's a great guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they'll say that, like an old world guy. Like I've heard that in like Brooklyn or in like neighborhood from old people. Like black guy, good guy,
good kid.
Yeah, they have to like right after it. They go, good guy, good guy.
They gotta calm everybody
like,
down.
No shit. Like it's so funny, and it's like totally acceptable.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, what do you mean? Why do you have to say good guy? I don't even know, because
he's black. So. It's all about that carries certain reasons. You know what I mean? It is. I mean, it's funny to us, I guess, but like I said, it's not.
But just that very notion shows that they're like, well, not all black people are bad people.
Right.
So then why do you got to say black guy? It's just so stupid. It's like, good guy, not like the bad blacks.
Right.
You know what I mean?
One of the good blacks?
Yeah. So if there's good, isn't there good and bad everybody?
Sure.
I mean, you know, like this is really what we're getting down to basically here. The most trite bullshit.
We're all the same. It's all pink on the inside, people.
Every one of our episodes should like end with like a 80s sitcom lesson.
The most obvious one. Too. We're all the yeah. I don't know. I mean, I grew up in a very white area and went to school all white. Our high school, we had 2 black students.
Yeah, we had 2 black students that were in our graduating class.
Yeah,
that's it, right?
that's it.
I could say well, we shouldn't say their
I'll
names.
never forget their names to the day I die.
Yeah.
One was a kook, and the other one was, he wasn't a kook because he was black. He was just a fucking kook.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I've never really even seen racism in action. You know? Not really. Like on TV.
Oh, you mean like bad racism?
Yeah, like in person.
All racism is bad, you know.
Well, right.
Except for the forgivable, like, except for the ones anyone just laughs off, like we just said.
Right.
But you've never seen something horrible, like.
Not with my own 2 eyes. And I don't mean that in like a Bigfoot sort of way. I don't believe it exists because I haven't seen it. And obviously I know it exists. But like even growing up.
Well, you get shit for that because even our friends like will tell you like that we have like apparently like people who like there's people that see racism like every fucking minute
I know
every day.
That's what I'm saying. So that is shit that I'm always like when I hear that because as you get older you get more diverse friends and stuff like that and you learn new people and I'll ask like I'll just flat out ask I'll be like what have you dealt with and some of the crew on Impractical Jokers we have a lot of fucking
non-Caucasian crew members,
guys working
really of every
right
Spanish, black,
and I'll
Asian,
ask them.
everything.
I'll just flat out I'll be like because I'm always interested in that. I'm like this is my experience growing up. This is it. I know that shit exists, but I've just never been exposed to it or a victim of it. Could you tell me about it? And like it's fucking horrible. Like one of the guys on our crew was a little kid in Central Park with his father. He goes and somebody just came up to them.
I didn't want to hear this.
And just started saying like horrible things to him. Yeah. And it's like,
that's fucking nuts. But probably a nut case.
A nut, but it's just like, I mean, obviously a nut, but it's just like, I wouldn't even know how to, like, to just be somebody from, like, you're in the park with your dad and somebody just comes up and starts just saying shit. And that's still you're not getting killed. That, you know what I mean? It's like,
well, you just made me wonder if I was ever inadvertently, accidentally, or unaware of accidentally racist. It's a law of averages. I guarantee. Like, it's even if it was not racist in a belligerent way or anything like that. But like, I wonder if anyone was ever offended by me when I didn't mean to offend anyone at all.
I mean, go back to the Chinese-Japanese conversation of 10 minutes ago. I'm sure somebody was.
Is really offended about me? Yeah. But what would you be offended about? By that?
I don't know. I was only kidding.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I think that it's hard. I mean, it's not hard for us. That's the wrong thing to say. But like, we're in such a privileged position that this is where I check out because like we're just. I mean, you say it all the time. You coined it. Like we hit the genetic. What do you say?
Geographical, genetic, everything.
Gender. That was it.
Yeah.
Jackpot. We're white males born in New York City.
Yeah, that's it.
The fucking odds of that.
Well, yeah, because there's 6.5 billion people on Earth. Right. So to be born on Earth.
Right.
And then in the United States.
Right.
And then in New York.
Right.
And then be white.
Right.
And be a male.
Right.
I mean, it's
you hit the jackpot.
That's
like
it.
The advantages that you have the second you pop out are fucking enormous.
Right.
And more enlightened people. The problem is that I don't give a fuck. Like I stopped caring about shit at a certain point because, like, life's hard. Even with those advantages, life's fucking hard. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I get out of bed, I want to kill myself. So it's like but it's just like even with those advantages, the thing to do in that position would be like to just kind of, be hyper aware of our advantages and be, hyper aware of how other people don't have those advantages, But it's just fucking exhausting.
Oh yeah, that's hard. That's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, I just
you can't be
do it.
that self-aware 24/7. No one can.
Yeah, I don't even want to. I just want to play video games. Like I don't want to think about social ills and probably like that. Like I don't. You know, that's where I stand. But that's just beaten down, and I'm 37 now. I'm heading into middle age. Like I'm just ready to retire already. So this is better. I was like, I was gonna be like. What say you?
Right. Play-Doh.
No, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Right.
No, that was the topic I had for you.
Yeah, we could do that.
Well, you want to switch track? You want to go from racism to turtles?
I think that's how we do it here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, well then, Sal.
How do you tell those turtles apart?
Yeah, you can't, right? If they didn't wear those bands,
You could not tell them apart.
You couldn't tell one turtle
And don't
from
get
the
upset with me.
Right.
Waving your saw in my face.
they're all green on the inside. I know
That's
that.
right.
I get it. But, like, I mean, they carry the weapons. And I know in the cartoon, Michelangelo was like, hey, dude, pizza, surf's up, cowabunga.
It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's pure genius, right? It's pure genius. Pure genius.
Yes.
But think about how arbitrary it is.
Okay.
I think that it came out at a time, everything clicked. But in the sense that it's pure genius, it's completely arbitrary. Like, if I told you, okay, there's a group of, I don't know, zebras. They love cotton candy.
Okay.
And they're acrobats.
Right.
And they live on rooftops.
Okay.
And they fight crime.
Right.
Like, how is that not just as good?
It could have been.
They're the teenage mutant acrobat zebras.
All right. Well, now it's derivative at this point.
Well, no, but you see what I'm saying. I'm just drawing parallels. Like it's arbitrary.
Yeah, but everything.
Like it's turtles that are ninjas that eat pizza that live under the ground.
Right.
Okay, it's genius. Don't get me wrong.
Sure.
But okay, what about hedgehogs that are that are like archery experts?
Okay.
Right.
So they have bows and arrows.
Yeah.
Right.
They're hedgehogs.
Yeah, but you're just.
They have bows and
I
arrows.
understand what you're saying.
They
Like,
have
what are
bows
you
and
saying?
arrows. They love I don't know. They love
Well, keep the cotton candy thing. That's great.
cotton candy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, all right, and then there you go.
Yeah, but now it's derivative. You're talking about before the turtles.
Okay,
But they picked turtles. Like, I don't
but it's just so arbitrary.
Well, I guess, but for them it's not. For the two guys who great. But I understand your point. Like, I don't get what you're getting. Everything's arbitrary then.
Yeah, I guess
The old man in the sea, like, you know what I mean? Like, you could just say, like, it's a guy, he goes on a boat, he catches a fish, he comes back.
Yeah, it just
Like, he could have been hunting elephants.
It just seems like there's just a couple of big pieces. Like, God, dude,
Right.
turtle,
Sure.
he's a ninja,
Wait, what?
loves pizza,
Hold on one second.
billions.
You're blowing my mind.
Billions.
You're blowing my mind.
Right.
Right.
And it is genius, but
Sure.
it isn't.
Well,
It isn't genius.
well, it's enduring.
Sure, it is. But
Do you know how did you ever see the early Turtles? Like, when they were serious? You know they were serious comic first?
like they were like there was no comedic twist.
They were grim and gritty, man.
Right.
It was a dead-on serious comic.
All
Yeah. And then they did the greatest thing they could ever do and sold out. And now look at them. Like, they're making a new movie now with them.
They are a CGI one, another one.
No, not even. They already made a CGI one.
Yeah, everyone didn't like that one, right?
I didn't see it.
The best part of the other ones were that they were those.
No, a new live action one.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
And Megan Fox is playing April O'Neil.
Really?
Her cameraman is, what's his name? From Job from Arrested Development.
Oh,
Plays the
Will
camera.
Arnett?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so, I mean, they're going, they're swinging for the
They
fences.
gotta keep it in those old school costumes.
I think they're released. I think they already released.
What happened to Gremlins? Weren't they doing that? We talked about that.
I wish they would do more.
They're not doing it? I thought they were doing it and keeping the old school stuff.
I heard that, but then, fucking nothing happens. Teenage Mutant, it comes right up. Ninja Turtles movie, 2014. Let's see what we got there. All right, so there's your turtles. That's kind of oh wow, so they went with a more realistic.
But that's a painting.
Yeah, I think that's a concept though.
Okay.
Of what they're going for. Oh, and here's the guys in the CGI costumes. Look at that.
Oh, so it is CGI.
Motion captured. Yeah.
So it's going to be CGI.
Yeah, they're going to be motion captured.
So it's not live action. I mean, it's live action in the form it's not animated.
Right.
But they're not actual.
There's Megan Fox, there's April O'Neil with the turtle. Which one I don't know. She's still pretty, huh?
Yeah.
She still works.
She's got the like a missing thumb or something, right?
Does she?
Yeah.
Really?
She's got a messed up thumb. It's the only thing that gives me hope.
What are you talking about? Well, she married Brian Austin Green.
Yeah.
So, wait, Megan Fox?
But, you never know one day in like 30 years.
Megan Fox thumb?
Yeah. She's got
Thumb?
yeah.
Holy shit, I didn't know that.
She's got like a messed up thumb.
Oh my god. It's not that bad.
me
It's a
see.
little stumpy at worst.
I don't think it's...
She's not hiding it. Oh
No.
my god, she had some work done, huh?
Oh, wow. How weird is that? Look at her eyebrows.
Oh, why did she do that?
Is this... People don't see what we're looking at. How do we do that?
Well, just...
Oh, my...
I forgot we were recording.
I know. She is... I mean, absolutely stunning here.
Yeah.
And in this picture, it's like going to shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Megan Fox. I don't mean to...
Believe me.
She's listening. Trust me.
I like her better here. I actually like her better there. There's before and after Megan Fox.
And she's still young.
Is she? She's young.
What say you, plastic surgery?
I'm against.
Me too.
I'm against it, except in reconstructive, like...
Sure. I've never seen a case go well, and I've been told that's because the ones that go well, you just don't know.
What, all right, so we covered Ninja Turtles. We covered racism. We got a lot going on in the first episode.
Yeah, we got I don't know what we got. We did online shopping,
Right.
which went into discerning races,
Right.
which went into Ninja Turtles.
Which went into plastic surgery.
Which went into
So we're
plastic
doing
surgery.
it. Well, listen, I mean, we've been friends a long, long time, but any podcast takes time to form into what it is going to be. But
Right.
But I feel like we're off to a good start.
Yeah, right now this is a big bowl of clay.
Yes.
And we're just like hacking away at it and just seeing where we go. We just kind of wanted to turn on the mic and just free associate
Right.
and just wax,
I'm excited to get guests on here.
That's what I'm really excited about
Yeah.
too. Yeah, because we haven't done that on the Tenderloins podcast,
Right.
and we have a lot of friends that we'd love to just open up and bullshit with.
Right.
I can't wait for that. So
Well, we could probably get that going fairly soon. What I'm thinking is, kind of, it doesn't have to be like I'm not even talking about like trying to get like big names in.
no,
here.
just guests, all sorts of
just
different guests. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So that's gonna be
Should we even like talk about what kind of guests we'll have?
Yeah,
or-
go for it.
I mean, it'd be everyone from comedians and people that we admire and to come to
Right.
know, to everyone, to like the delivery guy, like the pizza delivery guy, to like my mom, to like
Right.
whoever, right? I mean, it's
love
just
it.
like anything.
I fucking love it. I love it, and one of my favorite aspects of Tell 'em Steve Dave is the audience and how involved they are in it, and I would love nothing more than to build that here, which is why we set up What Say You Podcast at gmail.com and What Say You Pod on Twitter. Did I say that right?
At What Say You Pod, yes,
Yes,
on Twitter,
on Twitter.
and What Say You Podcast at gmail.com.
Right.
And we have a website, right?
Well, we have whatsayyoupodcast.com. As of right now, there's nothing up there because I don't know how to put shit up.
Right. But we have it,
We have it. There'll be something up there. Well, as soon as someone sends in a logo,
right?
that will be the first thing that goes up there. We're talking about a lot of fun stuff going on. So I want to, I really want to keep it going. And, I have you had an excellent idea. We could watch. Originally, I had said to you, because I've only ever seen one Fast and the Furious movie,
Right.
Tokyo Drift.
No, you saw part one.
No, I never saw part one. I've only seen one Fast
Yeah,
and the Furious.
we live our lives like quarter
Yeah,
miles.
I know that. I know that quote because I know that quote. I never seen the movie.
Oh, you don't know about Dominic Toretto?
Dude, I know the legend of Dominic Toretto, of course, but I've never seen the movie. I've only seen Tokyo Drift.
Okay. Well, to be fair, I've only seen one or two.
But you know that So Tokyo Drift. What say you, Sal?
Right.
Fast and the Furious. Tokyo Drift was with the third one, and there's a character in it. This is just the hubbub that I'm picking up on the street.
Okay.
But there's a character in it that dies at the end of Tokyo Drift, who is in parts 4, 5, and 6, which means that Tokyo Drift takes place like in the future. You hear what I'm saying?
Come on. That couldn't have been planned. That was probably them just backing into.
Well, I think they were like, well, what the fuck? Because Tokyo Drift, the only connection to the other movies is that Dominic shows up at the end. Spoiler alert.
That's it?
That's it. Like in the very last...
I don't think I have an interest in Tokyo Drift then.
Well, hold on. I'm about to change that for you.
All right.
Because the lead in Tokyo Drift is this kid named Lucas Black, who they just signed to be in parts 8 and 9 with the rest of the... Because they're all signed for 10 movies.
No, they're not.
And they're going to make
The
10 movies.
Fast and the Furious 8, 9,
Yes.
10.
Yes.
It's like Jason.
It's like fucking James Bond. It's beyond Bourne. It's like James Bond.
Holy gee, they all signed on for them. They make money. They make
Oh my
money.
god, they make a ton of money.
Yeah.
So now
I don't know who goes to see them. I don't.
We're gonna start because
Yeah, I
what
guess
I
so.
wanted to do was with the return. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for them to bring Tokyo Drift and make it make sense for me.
So
like I just couldn't.
You're gonna play this out over 25 hours of your life and 10 years of your life.
Yeah.
You needed to find out
Right.
that character in Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. What's going on with them?
You have. Yeah.
So my idea was that I said to you was, this is what I want to do for an episode of What Say You was I want us to sit down, turn on the mic, record an intro, and then watch all the movies. Like watch part 1, then stop, record, give our thoughts on part 1. Pause,
Okay.
Go watch part 2 and do that
For the first.
for whatever ones are available for home viewing.
So wait. But what about if people haven't? It doesn't matter if you've seen it or not.
Watch it with us.
Right.
The way, if I'm at home and I'm a fan of the What Say You podcast, what I'm doing is I'm hitting pause and I'm watching the movie with us as we go along.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to do. The big fucking, I want us to be brought onto the Fast and Furious. Because you and I used to go see the Saw movies. Remember that?
Yes.
That was that thing.
That was a must.
A month. Every year a Saw movie would come out. Sal and Brian would go to the movie theater, see it, and spend more time in the parking lot afterwards talking about the fucking movies
Yeah.
and the inconsistencies.
The inconsistencies are great.
I mean, we would walk out of there not even knowing what the fuck we just saw.
Yeah.
It's like I just watched like a panda give birth to like a dragon. Like
By
I
the
didn't know.
time when they got up there in those Saw movies, they got so convoluted.
Right.
And it was just insanity that they were expecting the audience, which they weren't expecting the audience to come along.
Right.
I doubt it. I mean, they just knew people were going because the contraptions and the this and that. And so it's the thing to do. Like it struck a chord with a generation and people go see Saw. But you know that someone on that crew, even the writers, like who were given the task to like make the next installation of it, like someone cared about it making sense.
I
And it
guess.
failed.
But we remember how mystified we were that we were like, I think it was the third one, but who the fuck knows, where the cops broke into Jigsaw's warehouse and he had all sorts of contraptions set up and he'd want the son of one of the cops in a safe.
Yes.
And he was like,
losing air. Right?
all you got to do is do nothing and your son will be okay. And the cop just couldn't fucking stop himself.
Right.
He couldn't stop himself from doing it.
And he found him in the safe. When he opened the safe, that killed the son. Is that right?
Either the cop died and then the safe opened and the son was okay. Whatever. Something happened. But Jigsaw, in all fairness, did say, just don't do anything. Sit down and fucking relax,
Right.
buddy, and everything will be okay. But when they broke into the warehouse, the cops broke into the warehouse, like,
I remember a point being
puppet.
like, all bets are off.
the puppet came out on a fucking thing, and we were like, all right. So Jigsaw's dying of cancer.
Right.
But he takes the
Time.
to make the puppet, make it so it comes out when the door
the right
opens.
time.
Right. He's like, that's what he's spending his time on.
Like, what is this dance that Jigsaw is doing? Like, there's
Right.
one thing to be like, look, the healthcare system failed me, or whatever. I forget his reasoning.
That was originally it. Like, it was the doctor who
right.
missed something.
And I don't want to, I'm going to, his retribution here
Sure.
and all this shit. And then you're like, and remember for years you were like, how is he dying of cancer?
I'm going to be the dead body in the room. Remember, that was the twist at the end of the first Saw movie.
Oh, right.
He was lying there.
The whole time.
And it made, like, why?
Why? There's no need.
Why was he like, well, I'm just going to lie in this room for 8 hours on the floor in a prone position?
Right. And then we were also like, how is he's terminal.
Right.
And he is running about town.
Sure.
Hauling equipment.
Pig masks.
Electronics.
Right.
How did he afford it? How did he do it?
Remember, he had giant ice blocks with like giant like Batman.
The intricacy of what he did is impossible, and we were led to believe that he was doing that. It was then revealed he had like a helper, which didn't quell. Which still didn't make sense.
It didn't do a lot.
There was the point like where it was just like, this is off the reservation. So we would go. Within the first minute, like you just hear in the theater, like, what? This is like you're looking around at other people to just be like,
right.
are we all having the same experience?
They weren't. People weren't.
They just are.
It was like you and I would just sit there and go, what the fuck?
I used to love to hate it.
Yeah.
I used to love to hate it.
And I just remembered, like, one time you and I were in a fucking... I don't say that, like, I'm making it up. Like, we were in the parking lot for 2 hours on an hour-and-a-half movie. We were just
either they succeeded...
Oh, they succeeded greatly because we went back every year. And when they stopped making them, we were, like, bummed. I was like, oh, man, no...
Yeah, but those last ones were like, it didn't matter anymore.
No.
Like, anyone was the killer. Anyone was a double crosser. Right. Anyone was not the character they said they were. Right. Anyone. Like, the writers went in there and just shit on a piece of paper. Literally.
Right.
Like, they were like, it doesn't matter. Like, whatever you want. Like, you know, he's alive. Nope, he's dead. No, he's alive again.
Whatever.
No, you know what? This is going to fly out of the air, kill her. Guess what? She was the sister. Nope.
It was his ex-wife's son's third cousin's classmate.
Yeah.
Has a degree in engineering.
And for some reason has a pig mask.
Right.
And they never explained it. Didn't they never explain that whole phenomenon?
They were just like disciples. That was it, remember? Like, he saved life. Like, some people...
No, but didn't they not explain why the pig and why the...
Well, there was a pig factory at one point, right?
God.
Like it was a pig factory. Yeah, because one of the traps was there was a guy in a vat, and the pigs were getting, like, grinded to, like... And it was just filling up on
So then he went and bought...
Pigs.
A consumer-based...
A vat.
Pig...
Yeah.
Pig mask.
That's right.
And a rope. Sewed a cape to it.
That's right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's those in between. Like, that's the Saw movie I want to see.
Right.
I want to see all the downtime. You know,
that would be great.
All the downtime.
Like a 4-hour
like Saw 10, a 4-hour of all. Like, I want to see him like literally eating a bowl of cereal, like watching Family Feud, like sewing the pig face to the cape. You know what I mean? And like, and like his phone rings. And
just going to the store to buy the pig mask.
Yeah.
Right? Just being like, what size pig masks? Right. Do you have an extra large?
Right. This is, I'm not paying that for this.
I'm sorry.
I'll look online.
Jigsaw, I'm sorry, Jigsaw. This pig mask, this coupon's not valid. Like it says manufactured, no expiration date. No. That's the manufacturer's. But for us,
now I'm holding up a line now.
Well, listen, it's the last pig mask we have. I held it to you.
Oh, God.
Do you want it?
Can you? I'll be right back. Can you hold it?
I'll tell you what. I'm off at 7. I'll hold it for you to 7. But you know.
All right. What was your name?
Brian.
Okay, great. Brian, thank you so much. You know how much this means to me.
All right.
Really, I'm really on a time crunch here. I'll be right back.
Okay, do you still want the cape?
Yeah, keep the cape too. Might as well.
Okay.
Keep the cape.
All right, Jigsaw. But I mean,
listen.
Yeah. Are you all right? You don't.
I'm dying.
You don't. Look
I'm dying. Is this the real truth? I'm dying.
You're dying.
I need this pig mask. I really can't get into why. I need to play a little game. And
okay.
Yeah.
But
if you could just do me the you're gonna make me come back. You're breaking my shoes.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
But, all right, I'll tell you what. You're dying?
Yes.
All right, I'll give you the pig. I'll honor the coupon.
Do you accept Diners Club?
Yeah. All right.
You do.
I don't.
Well,
Put,
what is Diners Club? I hear it all the time. I've never seen it in 37 years. Everyone's like, "Oh, we accept Diners Club."
I don't know.
All right, but that's the movie.
That's the movie I want to see. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Saw's gone.
I was always fascinated too that like he had to his every waking moment could not be vengeance and plotting.
I think it was, though.
But it couldn't. It can't. No human can live like that. Every waking moment can't be that. I want to see his normal moments.
Like just.
It doesn't matter. I saw something on TV yesterday. I think it said the average person smiles 50 times a day.
Okay.
I mean, you could be in the worst mood of your life. You could be in a tragedy.
Sure.
There might be a smile squeaked out somewhere because obviously in tragedy people deal with it through.
Sure.
Like people smile every day. Like people have everyday moments. It's impossible. You will be defying human nature to not go through a day or even a couple of days without having a normal human interaction.
Sure.
Or a moment. You can't.
Right.
Someone you know has got to call you, and not everyone you know is plotting and based in vengeance either.
Right.
Someone Jigsaw knows, even his disciples.
Right.
Like, might be calling me like, "What are you doing?" Nothing much. I just, I don't know, watering my lawn. I just saw the cutest kid go by on a skateboard. Like, whatever it is. I want to see.
Yeah, but he had to buy property. Like, he was pretty busy, man. He was buying houses and old zoos. Remember the last one took place in an old zoo?
I love when they showed the flashbacks of him before he was betrayed, like before he was broken down, and like
he was running like Dockers.
Yeah, but even then, like even when he was like laughing
serious.
and polite, he was like so creepy and it was so fake. What has that guy done? That guy Tobin Bell?
I don't know. I mean, I imagine like he's probably. Let's look it up.
That's the role of his lifetime. Like he was cast into like a 10 sequel.
God bless him.
Yeah.
I mean, do you remember like in the what one was he dead? And the poster was one of the greatest fucking movie posters ever. It was his head in a scale, or they were taking his brain out. Remember he was dead.
Yeah.
Hold on, Tobin Bell. All right, 71 years old. Let's see what he's up to.
Oh God, look at that photo.
Yeah. That's 2007 too. All right, let's see what we got. So he did a movie called Haunted. He did 1, 2, 3.
It looks like it's
4,
all horror
5,
movies.
6, 7 Saw movies.
Looks like a lot of like B movies.
Well, once he got into, now he's a legitimate horror icon at this point.
Absolutely.
So I'm sure he's just
There's
like,
no reason for him to do anything but Saw, especially because
Absolutely.
Saw was probably constantly in production.
right. We should get him on this. We should get.
Have we said anything that would deter him so
No, we
much?
didn't say anything. We just said he's an icon. We love the movies. Like we love going to the movies. He can't look at the Saw movies. He's got to be like.
Would he be able to talk about it openly? And what if he had a stance way different than ours? It would be great, but
Oh, if he could just explain it all,
yeah.
that would be fucking great. Hold on.
See if he's on like Twitter or something.
All right. I just want to see. Oh, that's it. That's the poster I was talking about. His head in the.
Oh wow.
When he was dead. Because remember, in that one, he knew he was going to die, so he recorded a tape, encased it in wax, and swallowed it. So whoever was doing his autopsy,
which that happened.
yeah, they cut him open.
Oh yeah. As a matter of fact, wasn't he dead for like?
He was dead for the rest. After 3, he was dead for all of them.
So it was all flashbacks and disciples.
Right, all
Okay.
flashback and disciples.
He was in them, but he wasn't. He was dead.
He was on the tapes and stuff. So okay, Tobin Bell, Twitter.
Yeah, they didn't have that. Do you think they had the trajectory of all of them, or do you think they were constantly going back and just
I
like
think they were constantly going
yeah,
back.
you could tell, right?
Yeah, Tobin Bell, Twitter. Official Tobin on Twitter.
Get out.
Here we go. 42,000.
Actor, writer, producer. Does he tweet often? I tweeted yesterday.
Yeah, he's out there, man.
He just looks like he just retweets.
Oh, there he goes. Well, I mean, he should be the first follow. That what say you?
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Of course. So let's do that. So Tobin Bell will be the official first follow of the What Say You pod. How the fuck do I log in?
Hopefully he This is our first plotting to, and we want to play a game with him.
We want to play a game. That's right.
I want to role play with Jigsaw so bad. Like I just want to put Jigsaw in like certain situations, like we just did. Like, but it'd be great if we get him on and it's his voice doing it.
God,
like, all right, ready? All right, ready, Tobin Bell. Jigsaw is online at the DMV, and you know.
Okay, here we go. Clicked follow. That's the official first follower.
All right.
What Say You podcast, Tobin Bell.
Oh, it's so great to have him on.
It would be, right? At official Tobin. Very nice. Okay, so just jumping back to the idea was, you put out a little spread, huh?
Yeah.
So the idea was once the Saw movies died off, we were briefly, there was another series we were briefly watching on a yearly basis. We didn't commit all the way, but there
Movies?
there was like 2 years in a row that I can't remember what it was, where we followed another series. But anyway, I always felt like Fast and the Furious could pick up that slack that we've been missing in our lives of like a yearly go-to event. So that was the idea I had for, anyway, Fast and the Furious. Like we do that for a day. But that's a commitment. That's 10 hours. That's a fucking long day.
You want to do it in one day?
Yeah, one day. What are you talking about? What else? What do you mean? Is there another way to do it?
I thought you meant from episode to episode.
No.
Well, then we have to promote it as such. Like next week's one is the big, the big marathon.
Because otherwise, what would you do? Like, think about it then. Then you're going to do 7 episodes?
I thought you meant.
No.
Wait, so how many are there?
I think there's 7.
So that's more than 10 hours. That's like 20 hours. Let's say the movies are 2 hours each. That's 14 hours. Then you got to do the podcast for each one.
Right.
Oh, it's one podcast?
One
So
podcast.
it cuts off.
We go watch the movie, then we come back. And
Hit record, and it literally starts right back up.
Right.
So the podcast might be an hour and a half.
2 hours,
All
let's say. Right. Our day would be long. But what a day.
Oh, that's how you want to do it.
There's 7. There's 6 movies right now.
If you don't count...
No, counting Tokyo Drift. There's 6 with the 7th coming out next year. So what I want to do is this. All right, so there's 6 movies.
6. Right.
So that's roughly 10 to 12 hours of viewing.
Are we watching right through and taking notes, or are we stopping it to make fun of it?
No, I think we take notes and then get on and record a podcast afterwards. Right?
So we don't even discuss it.
No, we can during the movie.
We can,
right.
Just jot on notes.
We can do whatever we want. We can have the mic right there, and if we want to stop it and talk about it, we can. You know what I mean? But
if people aren't watching along with us, basically this is going to be like Dark Side of the Moon.
right.
In a way. Like we're gonna say start this podcast,
Yes.
get all 6 movies,
Uh-huh.
and then watch it, listen,
Mm-hmm.
stop when we say stop, watch it, listen, stop when we say. If people actually do that, we should like and can prove it. We should like have some special like when you eat like a burger that's like 10 pounds and they give you like a T-shirt.
Right. Like I survived the Fast and the Furious.
Right.
All right, are you in for that?
Yeah. When the fuck?
Well, let's think about that. I want to do it sometime in October.
Do we have a day off in October?
We have weekends off.
Do we?
Sure, we only wait 2 weekends in October.
Okay. All right.
I mean, come on, man.
I almost want to start doing it immediately. Like something right now makes you want to watch Fast and the Furious so bad right now.
Well, you know what? We don't. You know what? I guess technically speaking, we don't have to watch them all in one day, and we could still record the podcast.
Yes,
I mean, that's the way I
that'd
wanna
be
do.
cheating. Like that's the fun of it, right?
Yeah, that's.
But I may want to
because by the end we're gonna just be punch drunk, fucking Fast and the Furious, fucking crazy. Guess as of August 1st, 2013, worldwide box office
of which one of the
combined.
franchise?
Franchise. You want to guess?
Worldwide?
Yeah.
Of the franchise.
Yep.
Box office. This isn't DVD sales.
Worldwide box office.
Okay. 4 billion.
No, you oversold it.
Okay.
I mean, 2,337,000,000.
That's insane.
Right? I mean, 2,337,000,000.
2 billion, yeah. 2.3 billion, essentially.
That's
2.4 billion.
That's fucking insane.
2.4 billion.
And
I figured 6 movies, they all did. I was figuring they all did like almost $1 billion worldwide, but that's insane.
It's Universal Studios' biggest franchise of all time. These are the people who made Jurassic Park, Back to the Future.
Jaws, right? Oh, no.
Jaws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I order this right now, right? Like I'm committing to this.
Oh, it's a 6-pack?
There's a 5. Well, let's go to Amazon and find out. I mean, let's do this, right? Well, I mean, we just spent 15 minutes talking about it. We can't then just be like, nah.
You should never mention it again. No, let's do it.
All right. So Fast and what?
Don't do this to me, buddy. This is what you might have been thinking about that they don't know about.
What?
We made a bet about Murder, She Wrote.
No.
Did we ever talk about this?
Well, I don't think we ever talked about
I feel like we have.
that. Yeah.
Okay, so
I owe you.
I keep sending. Okay, let me just say something right now.
All right.
Years ago, you said for some reason you said Murder She Wrote came up,
Right.
and you said that I think maybe the series was ending. I don't even know. It came up, and you said that you were going to start watching Murder She Wrote.
Right. Jessica Fletcher.
I said it's got to be bad good.
Right.
It's got to be like kitschy, fun stuff that we could enjoy. You know, she's an old, blue hair, run around town solving murders, right? You said to me that you were going to order and watch the entire series, not season, first season. You said you were going to watch the whole series, and can you look up how many episodes there were real quick?
Yes.
This is... You were so adamant that we put a time period on it.
A year.
1 year, right?
1 year.
1 year, yeah. How many episodes are there? They're hour-long episodes.
Right.
How many episodes?
Ran from 12 seasons, 264 episodes.
You were going to watch 264 episodes in 1 year.
In one calendar year.
which is more than one. It's more than like one every 2 days.
Right.
You can, if you watched one every other day, you would lose.
Right.
Right.
That's right.
You'd have to watch it for basically 66% of every day of the year. And you were like, I got this. I'm going to bank a few. They're not really an hour. They're like 42 minutes.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. You said 1 year, I'll do it. And we said, all right, let's make this is going to be a huge thing because you were so serious and I was so sure you wouldn't do it. And we were going to bet like money. And what we decided was at the end of the calendar year, if you did it or if you didn't, the loser would pay for the winner
Murder mystery dinner.
to go to a murder mystery dinner.
That's right.
And you watched 6 episodes.
It was unwatchable.
Like the first 2 or 3, you called me up like, I got this. It's great. She's running around town. It's like she's got a sense of humor. You know,
this wacky.
It's great. I'm going to do it. And then like that week, it was the most anticlimactic thing.
It was too hard.
You didn't even like.
Every episode is the fucking same.
Yeah.
Every
12
episode
seasons.
is the same.
12 seasons. Lansbury.
I wasn't
like, whoa.
I love her.
Lansbury, like, whoa. What did she do? She does nothing. She's like the Tobin
I saw
Bell
her on Broadway like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
She was great.
Yeah.
I took my mother.
Yeah, she's a real deal actress, I guess.
Yeah.
But the show is bad.
It's,
I guess of its time, maybe
I
it
think
wasn't.
because
that was the shit.
Weekly watching.
Yeah.
With 7 days between the next episode.
Yeah.
You lose, like, it's kind of homey and familiar.
Yeah.
But.
Like our show.
Oh my God. Dude.
I mean, of its time though, that Murder She Wrote was the shit. Like Murder She Wrote was like a big deal. Like I remember, like it was like appointment television for my mom and grandma.
Right. Yeah, that was
like,
it.
Shut up.
Like,
shut up.
I'm going to Cabot Cove.
Right.
And
like, because back then, like there was only like
7 channels.
7 channels. Right. So it was limited viewing. And there was no rewind, no pause, no DVD. I don't even think there was like VCR.
You got repeats during the summer. So if you missed the episode, you had to catch the repeat of that episode during the summer.
All through the summer.
Right.
And then like That's it too, because if a phone call came in, like there was no like.
You remember that when TV used to stop?
What you would
For
do?
5 months out of the year? No, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you would hit the summer and you'd be like, shows are over. There are no shows
There's
on
no
during the
shows.
summer. It's all fucking repeats.
How about just at like 1 a.m. where it was just like, yeah, we're off the air now.
Yeah.
That's it. It was just
That's
like
crazy.
literally like beep, like we're going off the air. There's no
Right.
programming.
That's insane.
There's
Or
no
they
program.
would do like infomercials.
Yeah, but before infomercials, there was off the air.
Right.
Dead air. Mm-hmm. Right now, there's a show on TV about like shoelaces. Like it's like there's a network about shoelaces. That's why we can't. That's why we can't. Yeah, fuck it.
Let's not complain.
Yeah, but no, but so and then if the phone rang too, like there wasn't even, it was like
No pausing.
the phone rang, you answered it.
Right.
Just like if, like there was no like I don't answer the phone.
Right.
I do not answer the phone. I answer the phone for, 5 people tops. My parents, like you, like that's it. Like otherwise, I'm just like I'll get it later. Whatever it is, I'll get it later. If it's important, they'll text me that it's an emergency.
Please call me. Or
Otherwise, I don't need to talk to you right now.
Right.
Like I have on my cell phone, I have like 5,000 to 10,000 texts a month, and I use like 300 minutes, like 10 minutes a day, and that's not even 10 minutes a day. That's like one day where I end up getting caught up on the phone. But and then you have to choose whether you were gonna miss if Jessica Fletcher, like where she got her next clue from, or if you're gonna go answer it.
Right.
And then man, people used to answer the door too. Like I don't even like to answer the door.
Oh no! Somebody rings my doorbell, and I'm like a witness
Who
protection.
the fuck is that?
I'm like the balls of this fucking person.
Who knows I'm home?
Right.
Who knows I'm home? What could possibly they booked passage to get to my house? like what has brought them to my house? It's definitely it's got to be one of two things, right? No one rings your bell unannounced. Nobody.
Gas man.
It's got to be either
The meter reader.
right, either like
Why are they still doing that?
either UPS, like either the post, like UPS, or it's got to be like someone soliciting something or a murderer.
Right.
Those are the three things. That's it.
Ding dong. Hello.
Yeah. Or a
Do you
murderer.
want to play a game?
Murderer. It's either the UPS or Tobin Bell, and it's Tobin Bell acting like the UPS guy.
Right.
You hear that on the news.
That's right.
You know,
And you open up the box, and there's like a bear trap in there that fucking jumps on your face.
it's so insane. I literally, because you could see my door has like a plate glass window on it.
Yeah, I don't know how you live with that.
Oh my! When I first moved in, I was like, I was gonna just blacken it out.
Yeah.
But then it was like depressing. So I just like, it's like frosted, but there's areas of
So
it.
I could see right into your house when I come up to your
You
door.
can.
Yeah.
So like when someone rings the bell, I like sneak. I'll sneak down my hallway
Right.
to the point where I can barely see the door. Now, if I can't make out who it is, I do this. This is what I do.
Yeah.
If I can't make out who it is from that point, I get down on my stomach. I'm not kidding. I get down on my stomach and I go out this way right here, and so they can't see me at that point. And then I crawl. I crawl in my own home like it's a prison. I crawl to the bay window,
Right.
that you all were just naked in, like,
Yeah, my balls are right there.
and I peek out over the bay window onto the front door, and I see who it is.
Right.
And sometimes it's been friends who stopped by unannounced, and I'm like, I'm not answering it.
Yeah, I hate that.
I'm not answering it.
I've never done that to you.
No,
And I'll never do that to you.
There's really no reason to come over unannounced. There's no reason. If I'm heading to someone's home, I'll do it. I'll just say, hey, what are you doing?
I'm in the neighborhood.
Yeah. I would never go to someone's house. The way that society has changed. Like, if I rang like, people be like, what the like, even if they did open the door, I'd be like, what's the matter? Or what's going on? Or what are you, what are you doing?
Yeah. I was on the phone with a girl this one time. I wasn't hooking up her or anything, but her doorbell rang while we were on the phone. And, it's this guy that she had been dating. And I was like, oh, she's like, yeah, he came. It was Sunday. She goes, he just came by with the Sunday papers. And like,
Unannounced?
unannounced. And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, she's like, no, he just came over. He's like, yeah, I gotta go. He's like, we're just gonna hang out, have some coffee, and read the paper. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I mean, she lived in Manhattan, so I guess like it was just there. But I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, what an intrusion upon my fucking life.
I know.
Like, I don't want to read the papers with you. Like,
Uh-huh.
go away.
I know.
But then, like, I texted her later in the day, and I was like, how's that going? She's like, oh, no. She's like, I took a shower, he read papers, and then we went for a walk in the park. And I was like, this is an unplanned Sunday morning.
Right.
He shows up with papers, and they go for a walk in the park. What the fuck?
I feel like she knew he was coming.
She didn't. She didn't know he was coming.
But
I'm telling you, she didn't know he was
So
coming.
he-
Because your reaction right now was my reaction at the time. And I was like, what are you fucking talking about?
so he got a fistful of papers.
He went to the local market.
He bought, the Times, the Post, the Journal.
Right.
He spent $5.
Right.
He has them. He's toting them.
Yes.
Right? He shows up to our house. What if he rings the bell and A, she's not home, or B, she's like, oh, well, I didn't really plan to spend hours reading the print.
I asked all these questions. And like,
Would he feel foolish?
I think that they had just started going out, so they were in that phase of like shit like that is, I guess.
But it's also weird in a phase like that. That's a leap of faith. Right
That
there.
would be a deal breaker for me. A girl shows up at my house unannounced.
Yeah.
A deal breaker.
My mind would be blown. Not only if that happened, but if she had the papers, and she was like, "I just figured we'd sit and read."
I don't know, man.
Oh, you know what I think happened? What you said. I think it was like, "Hey, want to know if you want to do something today," and then she took a shower, and the paper was for him. That makes more sense.
Maybe.
To be like, hey, let's, because you know how
I questioned.
couples get up on Sunday and read the paper. That's like a known thing.
But I was questioning. I was like, "What do you?" I was just like, "What do you mean?" He just. Every question you just asked, I asked.
Yeah.
And she acted as if it was like nothing odd.
Yeah, like the Rolodex of things that goes through my head when my doorbell sounds.
None of them good.
First of all, you immediately like get tense.
Yeah.
Like you do a slow crouch.
Yeah.
And immediately you crouch a little.
Yeah.
Like and look both ways.
It's like when I drop something in my house and my cats go like,
Yes,
they freak
yes,
out. They're
yes.
like, "Whoa, what
I'm
just
like,
happened?"
whoa.
Right.
Oh shit! What the fuck is this now?
Yeah.
And then you like come up and you're like, now who could this be and what do they want from me?
Right.
It's always like, what do they want from me? Like what? Well, someone's ringing the bell because they want something, right?
From me.
From me. They're not ringing the bell for no reason. They
Right.
have a reason to ring my bell. It's not like back in the old days when the door, some people didn't close the door. Even now, like the screen door stays open.
Mm-hmm.
There's a screen on the old neighborhood. Where people would say something like, good guy, black guy, but good guy.
Right. Right.
Like they were just like, oh, you'd be in and out of people's houses. You'd be borrowing sugar. You'd be doing all that shit.
Sure.
But nowadays, man, I don't even answer the phone if it's not programmed in my phone.
Let me tell you something.
If it's just a number, that person will never speak to me.
I've been getting furniture delivered in the past few days,
yeah.
so I had to answer the phone for numbers because it might have been the driver. And every time that phone rang, I was like, oh, like who?
Because it's roulette.
Right. Could be anybody.
It's unknown dialer roulette.
Could be fucking anybody. And our phone number gets fucking tossed around because we got to do a radio interview, so we got to call. We got to do this. Half of America has my cell phone number at this point, and it could be fucking anybody.
That's right. I wonder how many people pick up the phone when how many people are like us? Like, could I dial a number right now? And you think people will pick? Like, let's say I dialed 5 random numbers right now, which I'm about to do.
All right.
And how many of those 5 people you think will pick up, and how many will go to voicemail?
Try it.
I'm gonna do it.
Dial a random number. All right. So while you do that, Fast and the Furious, the first 5 movies are on Blu-ray in a pack for $38.16. I ordered that, right?
Because, well, what you got there is, are we going to want to see special features and stuff? I know you don't like that shit.
Yeah, I'm probably. I mean, we got a lot of work to do.
Well, then, we do want to watch in Blu-ray, though. That's the big thing. We want a most pleasurable viewing experience. So let's order the Blu-ray. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to order that. And then sometime in October, we're going to spend the day tearing through them.
All right. We're already in the hole for $40.
More, because we registered the domain. So, yeah, we're already in the hole. But that's all right.
All right. I'm going to dial a random number.
Okay, good.
Right? I mean, even the area code.
Yeah. I bet you don't get someone.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I want to make sure I dial the right area code. So say 908. Just dial any number.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
Ah.
All right, hold on. Random number. Oh, I should have blocked my number.
Right?
Hello?
Anyway.
Hey, who's this?
Huh?
Who's this?
I do English.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Are you Asian? Oh, damn. I thought we were going to get some clarification.
Holy shit. Wait a minute. This phone is dawning on me right now. Our phones are just a conduit to
It's just dawning on you now.
to anyone on earth.
Right.
Like people are like so like I could sit here all day
Right.
and dial a number and just if the person chooses to talk to me,
Right.
they choose to talk to me.
Right.
That's literally it.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
But why have I never thought that I could just call anyone? Like it's global. It's global.
You can call Iraq.
Communication
You can call Iraq
roulette.
right now. Right.
It really is.
Yeah.
Anyone can answer. Anyone. I could answer someone in a foxhole right now. Could answer. I could answer someone's cell phone. Might go off. That's at the altar.
Right.
I could call someone right now who is literally in the shower and will answer because it's like, oh shit, someone's calling me. We can call. I mean, it's the possibilities. I'm blowing my own mind. It's the most simple thing in the world. But I've been sitting here like looking for inspiration at times.
Right.
And you could just fucking dial a number
Right.
and a live human who has their own past and history and everything is going to pick up the phone and you're going to interact with them and you're going to build something that was not there before.
I love to see this fire you got, buddy. I wonder how it's going to work out.
It's amazing to me.
We'll try it again. We'll try it again next week.
I'm going to try it right now.
All right. Try it one more time.
I just want to see. This is built off of seeing how many people will just answer their phones cold.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That's all this is. But this is forget it for me. This
Number
is,
you have dialed is not in service.
All right.
all right, we're gonna get that a little bit. I don't know real area codes, so I'm just making them up.
We can find them.
You have reached the voicemail box of
Troy Edwards.
Troy.
What's going on, Troy?
This is Sal and Q. We were just dialing a random number because we were having a debate if how many people in this day and age, if they see a number come up on their phones that's not already stored in their phone, if it's just a cold number, would they pick up? Because we're talking about how society has changed and how I would never pick up the phone if I didn't know someone that wasn't stored in my phone. So we decided to pick up the phone and to call a random number, and we just made it up out of the blue, and we got Troy Edwards' voicemail.
And you didn't answer.
Yeah, so I don't know if you just didn't see it or if you saw a number you didn't recognize and didn't pick up. In which case, which is what we have to assume.
If you can call us back and let us know.
Yeah,
well, he has a number in the thing, doesn't he?
No,
you blocked it?
I blocked it because I don't know if Troy's a crazy.
Right, Troy might be a nut. All right, well, maybe we'll call you back, Troy.
Oh, yeah, we have his number.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm going to put down your number, and I'm not going to harass you or bother you in life, so don't worry about that. But I'm going to call you back one other time from this number, from a blocked number. If you listen to this message and you hear it and you think you want to pick up and talk to us, pick up. If you don't, then the story of you and I has come to an end. Troy.
Okay.
All right?
All right, Troy.
Troy Edwards.
Thank you, Troy.
All right, buddy. Bye.
All right. So we got to wrap up this episode. The first episode. What say you? Smashing success.
Is it?
I think so.
Well, I have fun.
But we covered a lot.
We ended with that. I'm excited about that.
That is. That's a good thing. That's a lost start. Anything else you want to say?
Well, let's just plug anything that we need to plug.
Are there plugs already?
Well, at least the show. We should still plug all of our shit.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead, plug away.
So, we'll wrap up now, but not before saying that you can check Q and I out with James Murray and Joe Gatto in the Tenderloins comedy troupe.
Mm-hmm.
We tour the greater United States doing a live stage show that's influenced by Impractical Jokers and also has elements of other things in it. There's a little something for everyone. So that's on the tenderloins.com. Check it out for tour dates. And then, of course, Impractical Jokers is on True TV at Thursdays at 10 o'clock Eastern. Right. We are currently in new episodes right now. It's our second season, and
it doesn't feel like it, does it?
It does not. It feels like the 10th season. But yeah, that's Thursday nights at 10 on True, and you can follow us at the Tenderloins on Twitter, or at Sal Volcano, or at BQ Quinn on Twitter,
or at What Say You Pod,
which is this podcast. You can email us at whatsayyupodcast@gmail.com.
Right. We're looking for topics, artwork.
Yes,
logo.
We're looking for a logo. We're looking for some branding. We want you guys to help. We want you guys to be there with us from the start on this.
Right.
And I guess that's it.
And that's it. All right.
What say you, listeners?
What say you, listeners?
Tell them, Steve.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.